traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1270th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni, and that would be me. Good evening, traders. This 1270th edition of educational videos that help teach you the art of technical analysis is coming to you on a Tuesday night for trading, Wednesday, January 21st, 2015. We've got some things to cover on the board, but before we go there, traders, you know this, and if not, futures trading can and is extremely risky, can cause substantial financial loss, is not suitable for all traders. Always place stops. This is just my opinion, but it is the opinion of a trader who's worked down on the exchange since he was 18 years old, 33 years in the business. If you're going to get a technical opinion from someone, it should be me, in my opinion. All right, traders, enough of that. Let's get moving. On the board, we've got a green Omni. Congratulations, the market has found legs. And you know what, traders? Omniacs in my chat room especially, how about that call? Start right off with a green Omni today. Omni catches the lower S&P, the lower NASDAQ, and away we go. Very nice call. Started right off with a green Omni. That was trading Tuesday. Here we are for trading Wednesday, the 21st of January. Green Omni, emini, S&P, NASDAQ, gold, and silver metals and indices. Green Omni, interesting. I say it's time to tap into OTAPMA for the answer in stocks. What is OTAPMA? It is Oscar's. Let me do it this way. OTAPMA is something that our Omniacs have known for a long time now. It is a very interesting average. It never really gets involved in the market. When the market comes to this average, generally something big is about to happen, and we call that OTAPMA. It's the Omni Trading Academy's proprietary moving average. So it's not what the average is, traders. It is when and how you use it. And if you want to learn how to use an average properly, you come on down to livewithoscar.com. Come into my free trading room where I will teach you how to use an average and make it work for you. All right, so we are going to tap into OTAPMA for the answer in stocks. Will it go up? Will it go down? OTAPMA, I think, has the answer. Then, precious metals, still very bullish. Silver and gold looking fantastic. I've got great charts to show you. Traders, I have one unclaimed ticket to OmniCamp. I've had some applications, but nobody that I felt like qualifying. If you would like this seat, the one open seat at OmniCamp. OmniCamp is a 4-day training session held live here in Las Vegas. I am your mentor. You will be with me for 4 days. If that sounds interesting, if you want to learn how to do the Omni for yourselves, come to livewithoscar.com, fill out the OmniCamp application, and I promise to call you and qualify you for that seat. There's one open seat. We only take 5 students. If you think that is you, come on down to Live with Oscar. All right, so the price of crude has been dropping and dropping and dropping. And once again, thank you, Melissa Francis. Thank you very much for giving me my opportunity to go back out there and explain to the world how I came up with that fantastic call from crude to go from 100 down to the 40s. Melissa, wow, thank you, thank you. All right, so head down, nose to the grindstone, on to the next trade. We know how that works. Traders, the price of crude has been dropping steadily, and there are so many pundits out there saying, oh my God, Halliburton might lay people off, and Schlumberger might lay off a few people. Big deal. Are you kidding me? These oil companies have been raping and pillaging us for how long now? Because the price of oil was always under $30. Then suddenly it has a spike to $145. And these clowns claim that they can't survive anymore with the price under $80. Now they can't survive with the price under $60. Suddenly it's at $45. They can't survive with it under $45. It's all bullcrap. Let me ask you a question. Where was all the money going when crude was $103 and they were raping and pillaging us at the pumps? That money was going in their pockets. Now, it's coming out of the crude oil company's pockets. It's coming into all of ours. And they're crying, oh, we got to lay off a few people. Big deal. That's the oil patch. The rest of this country is churning like crazy. You can find 2, maybe 3 jobs. If you're willing to break your butt and go out there and look right now, let them lay off a couple of people in the oil patch. Are you kidding? With these private jets and limousines and service, they have cards where they go out and have dinner for free. It is time to trim the fat. Stop spending all that money. You've been milking us for years, oil company. Time to act like everybody else. You finally have a product that you can't 15 times it and put it back out there for sale. You'll have to get a little bit more than what your oil is worth, like the rest of us do when we create a product. Deal with it, oil companies. The rest of us will be just fine. Thank you for the stimulus. Now that I've said that, traders, and I kid you not, it's the best thing that could have ever happened to this planet is the cheap oil. You pundits that don't know better, 33 years in the business, follow me. I'll teach you how this works. With no further ado, let's go look at some charts. Okay, traders, on Monday night for trading, Monday night session through Tuesday, I put this chart out on my Omni. I told my OMNIX, listen, let's not call this dead just yet. Will it hold right here? I showed them this. I think it will, like it always does. There was the little question mark. Well, so far it has held and we are here. So bravo for the hold. It has held just about every other time with the exception of one little overshoot. It held there, heading back up, market gaining some legs, and that's our leader, the transportation average on the weekly bar. Next, Dow Jones Industrial Average weekly bar. You've seen this chart before. Hold or no? Do you remember that chart? I put it before your eyes last week. We came down to the average and the trend line right here together. It has held, and so far it's bounced up to here. It hit and bounced. That's a market gaining legs like it did here, like it did here, like it did when it got above here, like it did here, and like it looks like it's doing there. Bravo for the stock market, U.S. stock market. Then there's the German DAX, and you want to applaud something. Look at that chart. German DAX. Quick lesson. I had an Omniac in my chat room last week. He said, Oscar, look, this is a double top. I'm going to sell it. And I said to him, that is a little bit crazy because if you ask me, you should be expecting this double top to get blown out of. The market was moving on this weekly chart. We were right about here. I said if you look back, it's actually a triple chart on the weekly, a triple top on the weekly chart. And I think it blows through. Well, it went all the way to here so far. Here's the point. Look how it went through that double top, triple top, whatever you want to call it. My point to my Omniac in my chat room was this. On this very day, the market was going up. It's a bar, but it's a weekly bar. During this weekly bar, he said right here, that's it. It's a double top. I'm going short, and went short. And my point was you cannot call this a double top till the market closes that day. And then you see if it was a double top or a triple top. And in fact, he didn't listen. He went short. It just blew straight through and went all the way up here. Hence, his trade right here was horrible. You cannot tell this it's a double top or a triple top till the market closes. And once it's closed, then you can give it a name. You do not give a bar a name until the day closes. Tip from Oscar. So anyway, bad move on his part, good move on the DAX. Traders, Dow Jones Industrial Average. Now we move out to the daily and the power of OTAPMA. Traders, Omni Trading Academy's proprietary moving average. Look at this, gets above, makes a big run, hits it, bounces nicely, hits it, bounces nicely, hits it. Starting to bounce right here already. Now, Oscar, isn't this a flag? Wouldn't you call this a bear flag right here? Yes, if we were not near OTAPMA, like this one. And it turned out to not be a bear flag because we were near OTAPMA. So, not a bear flag unless it proves to be one when you're at my OTAPMA. Not a bear flag yet. Bounced off OTAPMA. That's your daily Dow Jones Industrial Average. The daily Dow Jones Transportation Average. OTAPMA, baby. Feel the power. Bounce off OTAPMA. Bounce off OTAPMA. Down here, you would think that was a flag. Look at the way it jumps right out. No flag, bounces off OTAPMA. Bravo for the OMNI Trading Academy's proprietary moving average. Remember, it's not what the average is, it's how you apply it. Then there's the Russell 2000. OTAPMA once, OTAPMA again, OTAPMA time 3. It is bouncing. I like that very much. Then we've got this. Daily emini S&P, the one we all love to trade. Above OTAPMA, bounces above OTAPMA. You would have thought some kind of weird bear flag here, right? No flag. Instead, she goes up. Right here, you would try to convince me that this is a flag, but instead, I say no flag there because of OTAPMA, and it goes up. Here's your latest daily bar. These were the other daily bars. I say that's starting to move up already. There is a thing out there that some pay attention to called the Gann four-legged bottom. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 legs right here. Maybe you've got a Gann four-legged bottom on top of the OMNI stuff. We'll see what's happening out there. And then you've got the NASDAQ, and I say, OTAPMA. Look at this one. Bounces from OTAPMA, bounces again, gets under it, and boom, starts to take off. And this chart looks pretty good. Now, of course, always trade with stops because we don't know if we're going to finally take OTAPMA out and go down forever. So we put our stops in. We never trade without stops. This could be wrong, but for now, we live off of repetitive patterns, and repetitive patterns would show you and prove to you that when you get here, you bounce. So that's what we're looking for in your indices, stock markets, single stocks in the stock market. Then you've got silver. Traders, remember this chart? I put this bull flag in front of you. Showed you what happens when we get above OTAPMA in the gold. And this is what happened when we got above OTAPMA in the silver. Bravo for the OMNI Trading Academy's proprietary moving average. And then you've got this. Look how bullish gold still looks. Remember the chart? Once again, I put these umbrellas. It hits the red line and it rains down. Hits it and rains down. Hits it again, a little umbrella. Rains down. Hits it, rains down. Hits it. Starts to come down a little. Doesn't rain down. Gets above the red line for the first time and explodes. That, my friends, is bullish gold. And one thing about gold, I've had someone say, Oscar, you were bearish gold for a long time. Now you're getting bullish. Yeah, no kidding. What is wrong with you nuts out there? I was bearish gold for a long time. Which way did that go? Now I'm getting bullish. Which way is it going? What else do you want from me, people? You know what I mean? I morph when the market morphs. You want to hold on to a bearish trade? You hold on to a bearish trade, but that is not what you should be doing right now, traders. What you should do is follow whatever the market says. It was bearish till here, it's getting bullish. We were bearish till here, and now we're getting bullish. Call me crazy if you don't like that for analysis. Traders, pull your own charts, do your own homework. Never accept anyone's opinion without doing your analysis first. I'll see you at livewithoscar.com. So, traders, you've seen the charts, and there's my technical argument for why I've got a green Omni for emini, S&P, NASDAQ, and once again, gold and silver. Let me see if I can help you guys out. Oscar, you were calling the downside when gold was going down. Now you're calling the upside when gold's going up. What's wrong with you, Oscar? What's wrong with you? Do you feel better now? You lunatics in gold. What's wrong with calling it the way you see it? That's what charts are all about. All right, traders, if you're not a nut, I'll see you at livewithoscar.com. come to my free trading room. It is a live chat room where I am on camera and microphone, free for you. Come on down. Let me teach you how to read these charts. Remember, keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do to help yourselves with that is say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll traders, I will see you at livewithoscar.com. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.